Hi guys, and welcome to our hangout. We are joined today. Arwen actually looks like, oh no, she's moving. We can see her. She is there, I promise. We are joined today by a professional joy seeker, the lovely Arwen Lynch Poe. Thank you for joining us, Arwen.
Hey, no, I'm glad to be here.
Arwen has been one of my personal favorite people on social media for a few years now. We were lucky enough to meet at Reader's Studio a few years ago. If you haven't followed Arwen on Instagram or on Threads, it's Tarot by Arwen. And honestly, it is well worth your trouble, because if you are having a bad day in any way, she is not somebody who will pump love and light into you. She is somebody who will actually give you a belly laugh on the hardest of days. So thank you so much, Arwen, for being so real and out there.
Thank you. I'm glad to know you laugh at me.
we laugh with you. Did we tell you about the table saga that we had the other day? We've actually bought new desks. We can't use them today because we opened the box, we followed all the instructions, put everything in place like you do. And then after 2 hours of putting said desk together, we turned it over only to see the top wasn't what we'd ordered.
Oh, I hate assembling furniture. Like
Jane wanted to burn it.
I thought you were going to say you put it together and it had been together for 2 hours and then just went.
Which is also a possibility when you are assembling furniture. Like when we assembled our bedroom, we wanted to save by assembling it ourselves instead of paying the people of IKEA to put it together, and we almost divorced. Like it was 2 years, not 2 years, 2 days of yelling at one another, crying, laughing, ordering pizza and eating pizza in the middle of a room full of boards and bits and pieces, and crying and being like, what the fuck is this? So yeah.
Well, I do have to put my hands up and say that when we put said desks together, I actually was the one reading the instructions, and we put it together wrong in the first place. So after an hour, we had to disassemble it all.
Oh my God.
And Jane had to put it together on her own because I was no longer allowed to touch these.
Oh my God.
We tried to put together, my husband said, I'm going to buy a shed kit for the backyard. Okay. And we got all this crap, boards, screws. And he said, you're going to help me put it together. Okay. I tried to explain to him that I am not mechanically inclined. And we got into a fight over me not knowing intuitively which hammer went with which nail. I called it the divorce shed.
The divorce shed? Yeah, it's like divorce wardrobe.
Because I was like, I'm not working on this, or we are not going to be living together very long, because you're a butthole and I'm a butthole, and these two buttholes don't match. Can I trust?
We were super organised. I said to Tony, we just have to be systematic and thorough in our approach. That's all it takes, is logic. So we actually got all the first things first. We checked all the parts are there. And Tony was actually labeling the parts so that we had them and they were all there. But the top, the table top was actually, it came out bottom up with stickers on it so that you didn't actually see that you were just lifting them, putting them in the right place. Didn't think to check that they were the right colour. I mean, why would you? You know, it wasn't screwed on. And it wasn't just some little desk. It's one of these electronic ones that moves
up and down.
Oh, aren't you fancy?
I'm on one of those.
Are you rich now?
Oh, Arwen's on one now.
Except, let me see if it's going to work.
This is where it comes up to here, and we just see Arwen's forehead.
But the cool thing is, it lowers itself without you asking it.
Oh,
Various
that's
times.
magic.
So I still don't know what's wrong with it. I've written to the company and they said, basically, you idiot, here's how you fix it. And we'll send you a new motor if you need it. And I'm like, if I figure out how to reset the damn desk, how am I going to install a fucking motor?
It's not happening.
Yeah.
So what decks do we have with us today, ladies?
Plenty of them.
I'm looking to get. Go on now.
3 decks. I have recently been back into my oh wait, where am I? Oh, there. The Baba Yaga's fairy tale. I call them Baba Yaga.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Whoops.
What do you call it?
It's the fairy tale tarot. It's not Lisa Hunt's. Lisa Hunt's has Lisa Hunt's art, but this is by they're in Ireland now, but they were in Czechoslovakia and Prague. Karen Mahoney and Alex Yusuf.
Oh yes, Baba Studio.
Yeah, and I call them Baba Yaga because I can't remember shit.
Yeah.
And I also have Anthony Dawn's Penumbra.
Oh, that's amazing deck.
Love this deck. And I have this weird little oracle deck called Secrets of the Mystic Grove. I can't get it to not have a...
Oh, I don't know that one.
Oh, that is a bad thing to say. This is my deck, bitch.
Oh God. I need a desk now.
My oracle decks, baby. You don't do many oracles, do you?
I haven't got many oracles. That's very true.
I'll forgive you this one time.
We'll say that, eh? Well, to say that I actually was really surprised and pleasantly happy that you wrote the guidebook to the Bianca Nero Tarot, which I know Maria loved. Yes, look, Maria as well. Maria
I love it.
too. That is, and of course the Fairy Tale Lenormand with Lisa Hunt as well. There's quite a few listed on there as your author with US Games.
Well, you know that Marco and I worked together for two cards in the Pride Tarot.
Oh, it's true. Her name is here. I'm not lying.
Yes, that's what I said. It's because we don't take that guidebook out, and we need to start.
Yeah, exactly.
Swapping ourselves for that.
I love this deck.
He's a great artist, man. His work is just stunning.
Oh, and a colored version is coming out.
Is it?
A colored version is coming out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's in his Instagram.
I'll have to look. I haven't been on Instagram, y'all, in a long time. Other than
I just realized I wasn't following you, so I just did.
Wow, Maria.
We'll pretend it didn't happen. Okay.
Wow.
Your hair is looking particularly pretty today, Maria.
Thank you very much. I took a shower.
I washed it.
Maybe that's it. No, and I dyed it yesterday too. So
Maria, what deck do you have with you?
Now I have the Bianco Nero.
Yeah.
in my pile of shit on the table. I have the Morgan Greer too. I have the Radiant Wise Spirit Mini and the many other things really lying around. So yeah, we have choices for decks.
Jane, what you got?
I've got my deck.
Sigils.
My sigils deck. I have my
Chiro Marchetti.
I was going to say that's a Chiro deck.
I have my runes that I will cast, and Maria's gifted me the Witch's Familiar in its.
Oh, yours is prettier than mine. Why is that?
That's because you got me the fancy version before it was mass published.
Oh yeah, I mean mine's cute, but yours is cuter.
Mine comes in a lovely little box. Cute.
Yeah, mine too, but your box is shiny. But my bags are prettier than yours, so I will. Oh no, the same bag.
You what?
Wow.
So no, okay, you have the fancy version.
So I've got side cards out to play.
I want side cards.
Do you look on?
They
eBay?
They don't sell it anymore in the website. On eBay only.
You have to get old ones on eBay.
Oh, and the book?
Maria,
Sorry?
let me check. I'll check after this. I might have one, and if I do, I'll just bring it to you. I'll let you know.
Oh, I
Ooh.
would love that because I've wanted them for a long time, but they stopped selling them at the website.
If you look at the old cartomancers, when I was, the ones that were done before I took over and the ones that I did, there was the woman who did the Psy cards, and I can't remember her name, Catherine?
Neither do I.
But anyway, she was doing a series
Hmm.
on her cards.
Oh,
So there's some pretty good articles in the back issues that have her work in them about those particular cards.
oh, that's lovely because I've wanted them for the longest time.
I
Oh,
would say as well, when you had the Cartomancer, it was so much fun to work with you.
I'm so glad. And I love Amber, what Amber's doing with it now.
Absolutely.
She has just blown it up. I built up the subscribership to about 400, and I think she's just taken it. So I'm pretty proud.
You did absolutely an amazing job. I would have actually loved personally to have taken it over from you because you had set it up so well to be then what it is today. But I just had too much on my plate at the time. And I knew that just like you, if you can't give your all to it at that time because you've got too much on your plate, then it ends up being a rush for yourself and stress for yourself.
And all the shame you put on yourself when you can't deliver it.
Yeah.
You know, you just pile. And I felt awful. Still do sometimes if I really think about it. I feel awful about because the last issue was, I don't think everybody got it. I refunded as many people as I could.
But it is what it is. And it was at a time when you couldn't because you had so much on your plate. But every single issue that went out was banging.
I was really proud of it. And Serena Fox, aka Bean, she was the graphic designer. She did most of the heavy lifting with making the magazine look good. Yeah. So,
well, it really was banging every single edition. It still is, obviously. But yeah, that was good times, Arwen.
esoterical. Now that I've gotten a copy of it.
Oh, by Stephen Bright and Kim Arnold.
Yes, I really am really impressed with it.
Well, Stephen Bright is incredibly artistic, incredible design, eye for design.
He's a very lovely guy as well. He's a lovely guy.
He is, and Kim, the two of them together really have really pulled it out of the bag with the esoterical.
That's awesome. I talked to him. I think it was Stephen who helps do the Kunati while it was alive. The Kunati press took over. It had been with somebody else, and it was a kind of an esoterical deck, and I can't remember the name of it. But I want to say he was the artist and she was the, never mind. I don't remember.
Right.
The Celestial Tarot, I believe the woman of that deck was the same woman that did this other deck with Stephen.
Okay.
I may be mixing Stephen up with somebody else.
Well, Stephen did the Spirit Within that's with Red Feather. I worked with him as well when we did the Rainbow Kipper. And he's working with Kim at the minute on a feng shui deck, which looks really interesting because it's all about energies. So that looks really interesting. He's sharing the artwork at the minute on his Instagram account.
I need to get back to Instagram. I know Lisa's sharing the artwork from our deck.
Yeah,
I need to get out there, but man, she is knocking it out of the park with this new deck we're working on.
why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Because obviously we know the Fairy Tale Lenormand and we know Lisa. Well, I personally know Lisa Hunt's artwork from that. That was my major influence, that deck, the Lenormand deck. And of course, you wrote the book to go with that. So tell us about what we can expect.
Well, Lisa actually first, and when we do it, I was amazed. And then I said, "Oh, it's a Lenormand. The fuck is Lenormand?" So I had to go take Donna Le's course that she did online, where she did her YouTube, and so now I can remember. Let me see if I can remember. Birds are 33 because they look like a dozen eggs. No, is that right?
Number 12.
12 because a dozen eggs for birds. Okay, but anyway, and I have to say the other Lenormand deck that I really love is the one that Chloe did, the Celtic Lenormand.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
I really enjoyed it, or as people in Boston say, the Celtics.
Yeah.
But we're working on a deck that's a companion. I did a deck with Stan Morrison, who is famous for his dragon stuff, and he does Dragon Con in Atlanta, and he's a headliner. But we did Field Guide to the Garden Dragons. And now Lisa and I are doing Field Guide to the Flower Fae. So I'm pretty excited about it. The artwork, Lisa's almost done with the artwork, and I'm like 10 cards behind her in terms of writing. So let's say she has like 8 or 9 cards to go, and I'm 10 behind what she's done, which means I've got 18 or 19 to go.
Oh,
What I find absolutely is the perfect time for it, because people are heading back towards the roots of elementals and looking at the elementals, the garden fae, of course. I think there is a draw to that at the minute.
Well, I'm excited about that. I actually have 2 decks. The other one is totally mine. I don't have any of the artwork to share, but I bought the work from the artist whose name is Katrinka Randall.
Okay.
She's a watercolorist, taught herself like during COVID, and is now showing her stuff at Audubon exhibits.
Wow.
I mean, her work, and the reason I liked it is because it has this movement in it. You know, it's not like Lisa Hunt's beautiful detailed pieces. It's not like Chiro's amazing. Yeah. You know, it's this
Fluid.
I keep hearing, y'all hear this squeaking? What is that? But, and so I'm doing that, and it's going to be tentatively called A Wild Life, Nature Speaks to You. And it's going to be birds. And yeah.
yeah, no, something's squeaked. You're not crazy. I heard it. I heard it.
That was me with my feet in the chair.
It was Jane.
It was my feet. It's all
Thank
right.
Jane, as a medium, you'll probably know this too. Sometimes you get like tapped on the shoulder in weird ways, and you're going.
Oh, is this a deck that will be self-published, or is it going to be published?
Schiffer.
Schiffer, brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely magic.
And I'm trying to get that one turned in, trying to get the Lisa Dunn deck, and trying to do school. So
not much on your plate, Arwen.
Yeah.
So everybody out there, if you do want a question asked, we do have our decks with us. We just want to enjoy Arwen while she's here, because we don't really get that opportunity.
By the way, guys,
yes.
Just a little thing, because a lot of people want the Fairy Tale Tarot, but it is out of print. Right? Lisa Hunt's Fairy Tale Tarot is out of print, and a lot of people want it, but there is a Spanish publishing house that publishes the deck in Spanish, which is the one I have.
Ooh,
and you can still get the cards. It's in Spanish, but you can still get the cards at a reasonable price and not having to buy the OOP. So it's called El Tarot de los Cuentos de Hadas, as you can see here, because it's a Spanish version.
So you say.
Yes.
What is the backside?
El Tarot Cuentos. What was it?
El Tarot de los Cuentos de Hadas. That is what it's called in Spanish.
Wow.
El Tarot Cuentos Cuerdas? No, juegas?
Cuentos.
Cuentos.
De hadas.
De
Hadas means fairies, yes. Oh, yes. Yuri just wrote it there. And like the deck is just as beautiful, but it's just in Spanish. Like the titles are in Spanish.
Those are smaller.
What?
Those are smaller than the
Oh, I don't have the. This is a different editorial too, because it is done by Sirio, which is a Spanish publishing house.
But when you've got to understand, look at the sentence in actually seeing the name of the title of the deck in Spanish. They need it to be little so that it can fit all them words in. It's about 20 million long.
Mi madre
Hi,
habla
Mom.
como muy bueno, me un poquito.
Do you?
You know one word?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, Jane knows one word, but it's not for public consumption. I don't teach her anything good.
Jane knows one word in Spanish, and we're not.
And I can see it
Is it
Yeah,
anything like?
she can absolutely say it like a
Starts
native.
with
Is it anything like chupa mi pinga?
It's around that. Yes. Oh my God, we are class here, huh?
Quality.
Quality and class.
Oh, if you hear a crash, call my husband. I'm trying to find that deck because I have.
This is where we've now lost Arwen until the end.
So many decks over here, y'all. You want some?
I always want decks.
We always want decks. Always.
Okay.
So you said you've got a new deck for Valentine's Day.
Yes, I haven't played with it much yet. Yeah, but I mean, it came in a bigger box with the book that must be somewhere over there, but I just don't have space to keep all of those massive boxes. So this is...
Oh, look at that. It's personally inscribed.
Oh, well, I have personally inscribed decks too. Look at this. Look.
Oh, that's Jane's deck.
Oh, I don't have that one yet, but I'm going to get it. And I'm probably going to get it. Are you selling it at Reader Studio?
Red Feather's going to be taking some copies.
I'm sure we can get one.
Oh, no,
I'll get fine if you give me one of yours, Arwen.
Tit for tat.
The cards may be the same size.
Yeah, it came in a bigger box with the book, but it had like a little box inside for just the cards, which I prefer because sometimes those big boxes, then you want to take the cards out and you have to be putting them in bags. But probably the cards are the same.
Yeah, this is
just in Spanish.
The old Llewellyn shitty boxes.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I love Llewellyn's decks, and I've told Llewellyn this straight up. These old boxes are crap. They fall apart. You can't keep them nice. And Schiffer, I think Schiffer single-handedly, Red Feather just like blew the box market apart with their hard.
This new thing of like the magnetic boxes. Yeah, that is really nice. Because also if you take them out, you can actually do something with the box if you don't want to keep it there, but it's like an actual box.
Yeah.
And everybody likes boxes.
Oh yeah, I keep my sewing stuff in one of these boxes.
I like the ones I love the best, although they're smaller, the 10s that US Games does. By far, love them all. Lisa and I actually requested that our Lenormand get put in a 10.
Yeah.
Oh, teens are wonderful. Yes, I love them. My Morgan Greer teen is here, and I love it.
Well, you can share mine.
You don't have tarot tins? No.
I've got Lenormand tins. I've got fairy tale
Lenormand. If I read with
tins.
Lenormand, I get 4 Horses of the Apocalypse in one daily.
Yes, Jane. Lenormand is a bit bitchy with Jane.
Well, people, the Lenormand tarot oracle. Somebody asked me, "What's the difference?" And I said, "Well, Lenormand is German, It is exactly what it means. Kindergarten, child garden, right?
Yes.
It's very precise. Tarot is English. It uses a lot of language, a lot of, most languages. It steals from other languages without fail. And oracles are like Chinese. Like change in an accent can change the entire meaning.
That's an amazing way of explaining it. I'm
know?
going to quote you next time somebody asks.
Steal away, baby.
Oh, where's she gone?
Oh my God.
If you're insane and move a lot, your camera. Oh, sorry. I'll just do this while I try to get the damn thing standing up again. Shit, stay.
This is magic.
Well, now you are like you are in one of those, yeah. Well, sorta.
There you go.
Okay, this is going to have to do this. Sorry. I have to redo everything because my camera has decided, shit. If somebody's had a reading with me, they know I cuss like a sailor.
If anybody's been on your Instagram threads or Facebook, they do.
Fine. Okay, hang on. What are you doing?
That's why we all feel so comfortable when you're on the live with us and we don't prepare anything.
Right? We're wingers. We're just whatever happens.
In writing, they have plotters and pantsers. I'm actually a plotter when it comes to writing, and my writing partner is a pantser. So I think it's only in this that I am like this. Hang on. Let's see
that's my mom saying, "I love this lady." In Spanish, but she's watching.
Gracias, Maria's madre. As I said, poquito.
That's enough.
It is.
Spanish class, and our Colombian Spanish teacher brought in one of the other Spanish teachers, and he was Cuban. The last day, they proceeded to teach us everything we asked. So, and I was like 62, but all the kids were like, well, what does this mean? What does that mean?
Perfect.
One of them asked, and I said chupa, and finished it, and they were like,
oh, I love it. I love it. I mean, at this point, probably Jane can say her perfect Spanish word like a native.
What is it, Jane?
Aquí. Muy bueno.
No, she's
Jane?
Coño.
Oh my God, she says it like a professional.
Coño.
I love her.
Maria, they had soap operas, telenovelas, but they had soap operas that I watched, and they were very clear that you couldn't say even like damn. That was out. So they had these two women, and they had just introduced Hispanic characters. So they had two women fighting, and there were two of the Spanish characters, because of course they were the ones that were going to fight, because we're not racist here at all. Anyway, one of the women calls the other one puta, and I was like,
we all know what that is.
Oh my God.
That's
but yeah. I still can't do the tongue roll. I'll have to get inside Maria's mouth.
Maria actually made a mandala and colored it in for me with that word.
It's on our living room
and
wall.
I have it framed and mounted on our living room wall.
Maria, don't encourage.
I have more mandalas. Probably I have one that says chupame, etc., etc. Let me see, because I have this very educational book that is called Holy Shit, but in Spanish. So we have a very educational words in here.
Oh dear.
We're having a Spanish.
Oh, we have
a Spanish lesson tonight.
Yes. Oh, we have one that says I shit on your dead ancestors, which is a very Spanish thing to say.
Because go, mi quego muertas.
Yes, en tus muertos. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, we are.
This is more of an educational how to curse in other languages.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, okay. We don't have chúpame la pinga. We do have me suda la polla, which is it makes my cock sweat. Basically, you can have it, Arwen. I will color it for you, and you can have it.
and I'll just casually hang it in the background. And when someone says, what does it say? I'll go, oh, I don't know. My friend Maria gave it to me, and she said it was a blessing.
Yes. Yes.
Welcome to my home.
Yeah, it says eat, pray, love.
I think it's time that I pull a card for each of you, since nobody seems to want us to pull cards for them.
No, they're traumatized, probably.
We
They
do
get traumatized already.
We're just talking.
But
Go on,
this one-
what's the card, Arwen?
I'm pulling for Tony first.
That makes sense.
Let's see. Tony gets look ahead, visionary planning and preparation. Tony, that big project you've got in the back of your head is a go. Don't sleep on it. Make it start happening now before somebody else jumps on it.
I actually literally just started something and I was questioning whether I go the publishing route or whether I publish it myself. So thank you very much.
Yeah, just get started on it. Don't worry about in production.
You don't
Just
tell me anything anymore. I want to know.
I don't think this
Tell it in Messenger.
yeah.
Of course.
Let's do Jane next, because that's how y'all are on my screen. Let's see what Jane the brain needs.
Nervous now, eh? Nervous.
Jane, darling, decision,
Ooh.
choice, opportunity. What this is, these little birds are, I can't remember what they're called, but they're up here getting the berries. And right now they're looking away from each other because they both have visions. They both have visuals. So this may be you and Tony. Both of y'all can do your things and then come back and do each other's things. I'm sorry. I have a Scorpio moon, y'all, and I can't.
We do.
We should never be allowed in the same room.
Jane does too.
So does that make sense to you, Jane?
It does, because I've got two things that I'm deciding upon, and ahhing about, and yeah.
And she's helping me with things and I'm helping her with things regarding projects, exactly like you said.
And when decision comes up, sometimes it says pick, make that choice, because they're both yours. So the other one isn't going away. You don't have to worry that you're going to lose that other idea, because it came from here too.
See, that was she's laid actually two spreads on two different choices today. You've hit the nail on the head.
I have a B spread that I do for decision making, and it's worked pretty well for other people. I cannot read for myself because in my head I'm going, that's not bullshit. Does anybody else do that for themselves when they're reading for themselves?
No.
Cannot get out of my own way. Let's see what Miss Senora, not Senorita. See?
Yeah, I'm a mistress.
Honey.
What's it?
I said, don't say that in American-speaking countries, honey. Totally different connotation.
Yeah, I know.
My mother. Oh, okay. So, Maria gets my favorite card in the entire deck. Seriously, it's the Badger.
Oh,
Tenacity.
Ooh, I like
Dig
that.
your teeth in, hold on. That person that just told you something you didn't like, stick with it and do not back down. Do not make them make you feel small again. They've done this to you in the past where they've made you feel to that. So you don't have to put up with it.
It could actually refer to your driving as well, Jane. Maria,
It's exactly what I was thinking, because you see, this is the drama. How long have I been talking about my driver's license? Well, probably I've been trying to get it for like 2 years, so this is getting really old. But like, my teacher makes me feel so insignificant constantly, and I keep failing the test. But it's like, woman, you are not still instilling absolutely any confidence in me.
Is it the same person? Is it somebody teaching you to drive, or the tester when you drive?
No, the tester is random. We have driving school here. It's not like in the US that you can drive with a. No, it's like you have to go to driving school, and this person is the one that teaches me. But also, she's like, everything that I do wrong is like, you're about to kill someone, and it's like, okay, woman, like, chill. Okay.
I would say to her, do you want me to pass, or do you want to continue using me as your punching bag?
Yeah. I think that's needed.
You need some of that Spanish sass and
Spanish sass.
Spanish sass, yeah.
What's a badger in Spanish?
Tejon, I think.
Say it again.
Tejon.
Tejon?
Yes.
T-E-C or T-E?
Tejon.
Oh, tejon, yeah.
Tejon, yes.
Get some tejones. Cojones.
I could get something else that could, yeah. Oh my God, you know enough Spanish to pass the day here. We don't say anything else anyway. Yeah.
Okay, should we get to some reads?
Should we be like decent people for 5 minutes?
yes, we've ignored everybody.
We've ignored everybody.
37 minutes now.
Because we're having a great time.
So, Yuri has a question for Arwen. How can she best help others during the changes that are happening to her these days?
Well, one professional tip, never shuffle with the book in your hand.
No, that's probably going to make it a bit difficult.
Okay, so Yuri, how can you help others during the changes you're making? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
What book? Someone's asking me about a book.
You got what Tony got, the visionary. Look ahead. Now look at this guy, right? He is looking ahead. The others are coming with him. These are barn swallows. And barn swallows are amazing aerial acrobatists. If you've never seen one, look them up on YouTube, because they do this crazy swooping. We've got a swimming pool when it's open, and at night the barn swallows hit it because they're getting a little water, and then they go get mud, right? They might take dirt in their mouth. It makes the pool dirty, but I don't care. Anyway, remember, this is about you. This is not about anybody but you. These that want to come can come. Honey, it is not your job to make sure these other people stick with you or keep up with you. Sometimes we must race ahead in order to create that space that others will come to then, okay? I don't know if that makes sense, but it feels like you may be holding back a little instead of really going for what you've seen, really going for your vision. It's yours. That's the key word. I hope that helps.
Absolutely. I think that's great advice for anybody. Honestly.
I'm just looking at the comments and watching Hella Quinn and Ben getting a bit of a flirt on in the comments.
Ben, knock it off.
A bit of flirty banter.
Oh, Ben is a hell of a flirt. I got to meet that, if that's my Ben.
Yeah, it's Ben. Ben's really nice. He gave me free tobacco, so he earned my heart.
Tobacco?
Yes, he gave me free cigarettes, so he has my heart.
Jane, do you want to do Raven Keeper?
Yes, what would Raven Keeper like to know?
Raven Keeper would like to know, how will I earn enough income to cover comfortably support my spouse and myself. Yuri says your hair's gorgeous, Maria. She loves the new color.
Thank you. It's the same color but refreshed. I buy it in bulk, so it's always going to be the same color over and over.
That sounds so classy.
Now, is Jane reading for Raven?
Yes.
So I pulled 3 cards,
Jump.
and you got Divinity, Repel, and Navigate. And what I would say in that is really, not Divinity, Success, sorry. You've got all the tools available to you to be able to do that, and it's really drawn upon like your own success, that in what your goals are, or attaining in with career-wise or finances in general. What I would say is with Repel and Navigate is that what's really going to bring more success or enhance that financial flow in which you can actually, fund the lifestyle in which you want for you and your husband. It's about actually looking at money in a different way and actually looking at what you do, what you're not needing. And it may mean then that you've got better decisions needing to be made with regards to finances. I say better at managing money for one, but actually when it comes to your finances, actually it's more about building upon what you already have.
Okay. If anyone does want to read, just pop your question in the comments, and we do have our cards available. Maria, I have Kelly Johnson.
That's for me.
About career path and life purpose.
Ooh, and that dress, baby, that dress.
Why don't we, Maria, why don't you do the career path, and then we'll take the life purpose.
Okay.
That shuffle noise, isn't it?
Yeah.
ASMR.
Maria's got the best, fanciest shuffle going.
She does. She can shuffle over her head.
In the air.
I can do that.
She's a witch.
Yeah. With the right deck, though, with another deck, everything will fly, right?
I want to see the kind that go.
No, I can shuffle well. It's part of, some showmanship. So, it's Kelly, right?
Kelly.
Kelly. Okay, so what I see for your career path, Kelly, is that you need to reconcile a desire to grow and a desire to do things with also having time to pause. Because what I see, there is a lot of fire, there is a lot of action, and there is an impulse to continue to move and move and move and grow and want to do the things that are relevant for you, but you are not letting things kind of settle. The sensation that I am getting is that it's always this next thing, or it's always this next goal that you want to achieve. And while having that kind of drive is going to help you immensely, if you take the time to settle, you will be able to make better decisions when it comes to where is that you want to go next, or what the next steps are. I see here that you need to keep your progress in mind when it comes to your career path, but also take time to properly analyze the options, to properly see how the session feels with you before making it, and taking a step back even, or not acting on that drive to continue to progress for a while until you are certain of what the next steps is something that can help you make more progress than you realize when you are making the decisions that are right for you. So I would say that for now, it is about really looking at what's around, and it is about really assessing how you are feeling with each possible option before you commit to it. And that way you will be able to find what's right.
And I took on from that the life purpose side of it. And honestly, the Lenormand cards that we have are absolutely amazing. You are destined for greatness, and a greatness that would be envious, reason for envy for a lot of people. You are bound that your name will be known. So in whatever way you are wanting your name to be known, it will be known. I would suggest it's down some kind of business or finance line that you are already stepping your toe into the career of, but you are destined for greatness, and it's beautiful. It really is. And I wish you the best of luck with that.
Oh, that's lovely.
Ooh,
And Lenormand are usually bitchy, so
only for Jane.
Only for me. Only for me.
so let's have a look what else. Yuri says thank you very much, Arwen. And Hella says there's no flirting here, I'm dating an Aussie. I don't know what an Aussie has to do with it, but
Well, in Australia, it'll kill you. So
She's just met a lovely Aussie guy.
which one was yours?
Helen, I was going to
Okay,
be. She wants
let
to
me
know
just
about said
do-
Aussie.
Okay, let me just do Arwen first, because Arwen's first, then you. And I think this is a beautiful one. May I have a reading on getting my novel, The Ghosts of Red Sands, published?
That's a beautiful name for a book, isn't it?
Yeah, I love ghost books.
and I'm a huge reader, and I'm also a fiction author. So
Are you? What
y'all
have you
know-
written? What have you written?
I've written 9 novels with my best friend as Mary Lou Mann with 2 N's. You're not going to find them right now. Our publisher went in a pretty public self-implosion. We've gotten our books back. We didn't release them again, but they're paranormal. They called it Romantica, which meant it was spicy paranormal.
Well, you have to let us
and-
know when that happens, Arwen.
Yes.
You have to let us know when
Oh
that
yes, I love that stuff.
So what I'm going to use is Ethany's penumbra deck, and I'm looking to see. I read mostly. I'm looking at the wrong camera. I do it all the time, y'all. And so I'm using Ethany's penumbra deck, and I'm just going to lay 3 cards. And what I do with my 3-card reading is I lay central energy, and then 2 on either side. It's a faucet of energy. The 2 cards on either side can be negative. They can be positive. It's up to you to increase the energy you want and decrease the energy you don't. Does that make sense?
sounds great.
I call it a faucet spread. So, because I'm
If anyone wants to try that in any of our groups online, tag us all in.
Yeah,
interesting.
sounds
So,
interesting.
tell me your name again. I remember Ghost of Red Sand. Connie?
I've forgotten.
Connie.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Connie, the energy you get is the Emperor. And I'm going to show him to you because it really it's funny when you say the ghosts of red sand,
Wow.
right?
The
We get a
Look
guy
at
dressed
that.
in battle. He's holding an ankh that's also, well, it's a staff. It's not a sword. But the Emperor, a lot of people see him as this cold, stern. He's the father. You need to be the parent of your book. Sometimes as writers, we have to take a step back. If you haven't read Stephen King's On Writing, his kind of autobiography about his writing, you need to. In it, he talks about throwing away a book and going down to the corner store to get more booze because he was a terrible alcoholic at that point. I don't know if you can be a good alcoholic, but anyway. he comes home and his wife Tabitha is sitting in the bathroom. She's pulled it out of the trash and she's reading it. And she says, "This is good. Why did you throw it away?" He said, "What do I know about girls in high school? Y'all, he'd thrown away Carrie."
Wow.
But part of the issue is that when you get an editor, you send it in to an agent, they're going to tear it apart for you. They're going to pick at it and poke at it because their job is to make it better. Your job is not to go, "I like that scene." Do that in the privacy of your own home. I can make recommendations for different places and ways to do that. So parent and protect it, but don't be that hovering. Don't be that helicopter parent, right? And when you send the book out, girl, it's going to take, if you send it to an agent or a publishing house, sit back and wait 6 months to a year, if not longer. Do poke at 6 months. Now, your two faucets, you can either be the why me, 8 of cups, or you can be the, okay, I've got this, the Scorpio, who is the holder of secrets, the emotional caretaker, nurturer, sometimes a caretaker. And this is your inner. If I were you, I would not increase the why me faucet. I would turn that one down, and I would increase that King of Cups, who's got that compassion and that knowledge. And biggest thing I can tell any writer is if you're shopping a book, you better be writing the next one or another one. Do not put all of your energy into what's out there. Okay. So the Emperor calls on you to stand firm. And if you're firm, if you said, "I want to have this mass market published," and all your friends are saying, "Go indie, go indie," or you've said, "I'm going to be indie," and everybody else is saying, "Go mass market, go mass market," stick with your authority. You are God and Emperor in your own mind, right? We all are. So stand your ground. Hold on to that the throne, the King of Cups, and really keep writing. Send me a copy. But I hope that helps. And it really feels like there's some, and this is really not psychic any more than it is market, because do I go indie? Do I go mass market? Read in your field. As you know, you're supposed to read 20 books in the subject that you want to write, and then write yours. That's easy for me. I can do that in a month. I love to read. My husband, however, thinks that food and bathrooms and kitchens and things should be cleaned and fed. I don't get it. I'm still working. Does that help you?
I think that's amazing advice. Honestly, I was sat here nodding.
That helps me. So it counts for something.
Maria's writing a book at the minute, so it's great advice. I think you need a thick skin.
You do, and I mentor writers. I do a tarot for writing is one of my gigs. And I mentor people, and I have a book out for writing fiction using tarot to help you progress through the hero's journey.
And you can find
I love that.
tarotbyarwing.com.
And you can find it on Amazon.
Amazon.
tarotbyarwin.com. Let's get that right now.
Yeah. Come here and show them your face.
Why?
Hi, Arwen's husband.
Hi.
A lot of people used to think you.
Jane wants to do one more read, but I think we are then done because it's 5 to 7 already,
Yes.
and we all want to know what's going on with
Yes.
the Aussie dude.
Yes.
Yeah, we are invested here.
This was the whole reason that she came online tonight, is to find out this crap. So, Hella, what I can tell you is, about your new situationship, it's actually really beautiful. I've got Bacana, I've got Ansu's, and I've got Ava's. So in that sense, when you think about that birthing, which is Bacana, the potential, that new growth, and then you've got that wisdom and that insight, that two-way communication. And with Ava's in there, that momentum, and it is really swift. It's hop aboard that banter bus because the conversation is going to be flourishing. What I would say is, advice for you with regards to it is try and go with the flow. I think you're going to, in yourself, think that you've been here before, and it's going to potentially trigger some things in you where you're going to be like, I've been here before. But actually find a piece of that because things will come together. Just go with the flow and chill yourself. Enjoy it. Enjoy.
And come on the next one and let us all know because
Yeah.
we want to know.
We want to know how this continues.
And it's on and it's waiting, it's all aboard.
We are invested.
Yes.
So again, if you don't follow Arwen, Tarot by Arwen on Instagram, Threads, Arwen Lynch Poe on Facebook, and of course website tarotbyarwen.com.
I'm a little,
Well, you hear it there. When you are here, it's well worth being on that banter train, as Jane calls it.
Yeah. Two all aboard. Ride it while it's going.
And I will also say Arwen is also going to be presenting at Reader's Studio in April in New York. If you are anywhere near, get your tickets for Reader's Studio. We'll be there too, giving Arwen a big hug and anything else she needs while we're there.
did you hear?
For 4 days.
Yes,
now.
They're going virtual.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is it?
Virtual ticket available this year.
Ooh.
True. So if you can't get to New York, then you can see it all online. Readerstudio.com. Thank you so much, Arwen. It's been amazing, exactly as I expected it would be. And I can't wait to see you in April. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.